Hi guys, welcome to BPrep where we whiteboard quant questions appeared in previous year papers. Before we start with the question, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel to get updates on latest videos if you are preparing for any of the competitive exams. Let's start. In a triangle, the two longest sides are 13 centimeter and 12 centimeter. The angles of the triangle are in arithmetic progression. The radius of the circle inscribed in this triangle is what? Okay. So this question is very small, but I don't think answer is gonna be small. So let's say we have a triangle. Let's say this be the triangle. Okay, and sides are given as 13, 12, and third side is not given. And angles are also not given, but it is said that the angles are in arithmetic progression. So if we say one angle is A, okay, the other angle would be A minus X. Okay, if we assume X is the difference, and third angle would be A plus X. Let's say this is the case. Then if we add all this, X will get cancelled. 3A equals to 180 degree, or we can say X is 60 degree. So at least one angle is 60 degree. Sorry, A is 60 degree. So if A is 60 degree, the middle one angle is smaller than A, other angle is more than 60, right? So these two are longest side, so this should be the shortest side. So the angles, middle size is this 12, so 60 degree must be this angle, right? Because this side is longest, so this angle will be highest. This side is shortest, so this angle would be the minimum one, hence this should be the minimum one. Okay, so now we have a circle inside this. Let's say this is the circle. We need to find out the radius of the circle. So first, it is clear that we need to establish relation between the side of this triangle, sides, and the radius. So if we say this is the center and drop a perpendicular to any other side of this triangle, then this angle will be 90 degree, right? Because this perpendicular will be to the tangent. So let's name this triangle ABC. Okay. So now what we have here, so if you see in this, we have 60 degree, 90 degree. So the only clue from where we can start is this. So let's join these two lines. So when we join these two lines, these two triangles will be congruent, right? Hence this angle will be exactly half of the parent one. So this angle, we can say it's 30 degree, this angle. This angle would also be 30 degree. So now in the right angle triangle A, let's say this is O, and let's say this is D, this point is E. So in the right angle triangle ADO, if this side is 30, this is R, then can we say AD is root 3R? AD. Okay. And if AD is root 3R, then AE will also be root 3R. Using the because length of the tangent drawn from same point will have same length, so AE will also be root 3R. Now what will be EC? So because we don't know AC, we cannot say EC here, we cannot put that. So let's leave this side, let's do anti-clockwise. So if the total length is 13 and this is root 3R, then this length will be 13 minus root 3R, right, BD. And if this is 13 minus root 3R, this let's say this point is F, then BF would be 12, this total side is 12, this is 13 minus root 3R, so BF will also be 13 minus root 3R, okay, and FC will be 12 minus 13 minus root 3R. So we can say FC is root 3R minus 1, right? So 12 minus this thing. And if this is root 3 minus R, then EC will be root 3 minus R. So now we have got all the sides of this triangle in terms of R. Okay. So now from here, what should be our next step? So if you see the triangle ABC, we know all the three sides now in terms of R, and we know just one angle. So for a triangle, there are two trigonometric rules, because we have the angle, trigonometric rules will be involved. So first one is sine rule. So if you know this, so let's say we have a triangle ABC. These angles are A, B and C. So let's say the opposite sides are, length of the opposite sides are A, this is B and this is C. So we have two rules. First one is sine A by A is sine B by B. This is called sine rule of the triangle, and similarly sine C by C. But if you want to apply this, we should know the other angles as well. And there is another rule, cosine rule. So according to the cosine rule, we can say cos A, we are referring to this angle, cos A will be sum of square of opposite sides, so B square plus C square minus A square by 2BC. So this is cosine rule. So for a triangle, you can remember these two rules, they are helpful. So it seems like we can use this formula, right? Because just one angle is involved and other three sides are involved. So here in this case, this is more appropriate for us. So let's put this down. So now in this triangle, if we apply the cosine rule, then what will we have? Cos 60. This will be equals to 13 square. So cos 60 will be sum of square of opposite sides. So 13 square plus this is 2 root 3 minus 1 whole square minus opposite side 12 square by 2 into BC, 13 into 2 root 3 minus 1. So what is cos 60? Cos 60 is nothing but 1 by 2, right? So this 2 got cancelled. So this equation now we can rewrite as 13 square minus 12 square, 169 minus 144, 25 plus a minus b whole square is a square. So 4, 3, sorry, here we have r. So and here we also have r. So 4, 3, 12 r square minus b square 1, sorry, plus 1 minus 2ab. So minus 4 root 3 r, and this will be equals to 26 root 3 r minus 13. So this will be 12 r square minus 30 root 3 r, and 25, 26 plus 39 equals to 0. Okay, so this is the quadratic equation. So to get the value of r, we can directly put the formula. So r equals to minus b. So okay, so here we seems like we can take 3 common. So this equation will be 4 r square minus 10 root 3 r plus 13 equals to 0. So to get the value of r, we can directly put the formula. R equals to minus b, so 10 root 3 plus minus root under b square will be 300 minus 4ac, so 13 4 ja and into 4 208 by 2a, so this will be 8. So here we have root 98. So now we need to put the approximate values. So root 3 can we say 1.7, let's assume. So this will be 17.2 plus minus, let's not put root again. So this will be 300 minus 208, so 98. Approximately we can take it as 10. So 7.2 plus minus 10 by 8. Okay, so the r can have two values from here. If you see, so r can be either 27.2 by 8, or it can be 7.2 by 8. Okay, so if you see both the values, 27.2 is 3 point something, and 7.2 is not even 1, so it is less than 1. It's like 0.9 something. So we have two values for r, 3 point something and 0.9 something. So in the options, if we see, the closest match is 0.9, where it is given that the in the option we have 1 as the answer. So I'll say this question is bit ambiguous. It should have been mentioned in the problem that the approximate value of r, or the closest value of r, will be what, but that is not given. So it's a bit ambiguous. So for this purpose, like if you are solving this, we can consider 0.9 or 1 as the answer. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any doubts or questions, please post in comments. And guys, please do subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button below to get updates on latest videos. Thank you.